The Tabletop Simulator music is super happy.
It's a little too happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to play Cthulhu Wars and just go and, a knife fight in a dark alley, but that's our intro. Okay.
I should be connecting in. It sounds like it's up.
Yes, sir. It is.
Awesome. So one of the things we have to do is, since it's a 3-player game, they have sort of a recommended, not a recommended, but what they call game sums. So each faction has like a point value, and for 3 players, they recommend that you choose point values of 18 or greater. So, for instance, the lizard cult, the one that I said works like a cult in this game, is 2 points. So, but like Marquita Cat is 10, the Underground Duchy is 8. I don't know how those points work and why they are sort of, they call it a reach, but I think it has to do with a lot of simulations and stuff they did. So hard to tell. So we sort of have to upfront with 3 of us decide what we sort of want to play, which combination of.
And you said that they recommend the 3 of our the totals of the 3 factions that we choose.
Yeah.
Playing 18 or higher.
So if you were to, think of what type of game you would like to play. So if you want to be sort of the rulers of the start out ruling the woods, you would pick like Marquita Cat, right? And you sort of have to hold on to everything. You have to create infrastructure. You have to make sure you stay connected because you have supply lines. If your supply lines get broken, that's a problem for you. So that's Marquita Cat. You have the Underground Duchy, which is sort of invaders. They're coming in from the underground, and they sort of are trying to take over and convince their leadership that they should rule the above ground stuff. So they sort of start out underground, but they recruit guys and they get more powerful as time goes on. And part of their work is convincing their followers to kind of help take over the top. You have the Erie. They are sort of the old rulership, very structured in how they do something. These are the birds. And basically with them, they give orders and they have to follow the orders. They have like a program that they follow. It's not a program, but they follow sort of these orders. And if the leader cannot execute their order, they fall into sort of anarchy for a little bit. And then they have a new leader that comes on board. So again, there's sort of a very rigid type of play, but very interesting. You have the Vagabond, who's like a single. They have a single unit, and they go around balancing things, buying things, and doing other stuff as well. You have the River Folk, who are like traders. They do economic stuff to sort of win the game. You have the Woodland Alliance. That's sort of like the common people rising up to take over the forest, so to speak. You have the Corvid Conspiracy. I've never played them, but they are sort of like spies and they do sort of undercover stuff. And then you have the Lizard Cult, which works like a cult. So if there's something that you guys would like to try or play because it has that flavor.
I'm partial to the Corvid Conspiracy myself.
Why am I not?
You're not.
I joined your thing and it died.
Yeah, we don't see you.
Are you guys in? Is it just me?
Yeah.
Just you.
Try rejoining.
I'll try joining again. Did you guys see me join, or what happened?
I never saw you join.
Yeah, I didn't notice you.
Now you are.
It says connecting. Last time I just died.
Yeah, we have a log. So the log never showed you connecting before, but you're connected this time.
Okay.
Do you have like for first time players learning the game? Do you have a recommendation on
Maybe one that has.
You can play any of them. I think some of them are more complex than the others. Like the they're just different. Each one plays differently. I don't know how they all play, but you basically will have a card, your board, your player board, which basically has birdsong, daylight, and evening, and you basically take the actions in each of those, and everything's sort of on your board that tells you what to do. And then I have the law of root, which is easy to follow if we need to look anything up. And I've played everything, I think, except for the Corvids. I think I've played everything else. For some reason, let me see if I can choose a color. My stuff looks completely weird.
It doesn't show you connected in the game anymore.
Nope, you're gone.
Yeah, my screen just went completely like crazy looking. I chose a color. I wonder if that'll bring me back. I see you guys.
Huh.
Did anything happen?
No.
What color did you choose?
Orange. That was two that was open. But I can't even see the board. I mean, it's like
It doesn't show you in the game anymore. Let's see what the log says.
It definitely says you've been disconnected.
He was disconnected. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could. Let me quit. Let me start over.
Okay.
Maybe there's something wrong with my. Like I can't even exit now or anything. I'm just like the thing is just spinning.
Frozen.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator looks like it's crashing on me. Yeah, it just went white screen on Tabletop Simulator. All right, it says it failed. I'm going to exit out and restart it. You figure you pay for this stuff, it should work a little bit better. I'm telling you, I need a new machine. I don't think this one's powerful enough for Tabletop Simulator. Pathetic.
I
Did
need.
you get your machine up and running, Richard?
So I decided to do things piecemeal. So at this point, I have my RTX 2080 Ti, and I have 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM. I have not replaced the CPU and motherboard yet. But that's really all. Well, I guess probably I'll replace the case as well. I don't know. The case is fine. But part of my goal was to get everything quieter. And my current machine has water cooling, which I didn't realize was going to be louder than air cooling.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's lots of tests. It's always louder. So.
Huh. I would have thought it would be quieter.
Yeah, that's why people on YouTube do these tests, and it's one of those things. I mean, actually, it makes sense because the water cooling, there's actually more fans, and they're like on the outside instead of on the inside close to the CPU. So I don't know.
All right, found your game again. I am connecting.
Well, I really don't have any idea what faction I should go for, but it's kind of like I feel like kind of like in Cthulhu Wars, right? Until I've had an opportunity to go and play each of them quite a few times each, I really couldn't tell you which one's my favorite. And
I just feel like you don't want to
trouble connecting.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, I could host instead, just in case there's some sort of weird router connection between.
You mean Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Do you want me to kill the game and we connect to one you're hosting? See if it helps.
You want to try that? I don't know why I get the connecting and then it just sits and spins.
Okay.
I could reboot my machine. That might be another option as well.
It's possible that Steam has downloaded a Tabletop Simulator update. Maybe it hasn't been applied yet or something.
It's true. Which would explain why ours can't like talk to each other. Anyway, I am hosting.
Okay, I'll exit out here.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the intro here where it's just dead. I'm assuming it'll boot me at some point. I'll move.
Did you get your fish, Mark?
What?
Did you get your fish?
Yeah, they died, and I already have new ones.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Yeah, hopefully he survived. I made a careless mistake last time, so. Yeah, my tabletop is stuck. I'm gonna move rooms anyway, so let me just grab my stuff, move rooms, and we'll go from there.
Do you work from home, Chip?
Yes, sir.
So I feel like this space that I'm in is what I see the vast majority of my waking hour. Like I'm here from 7:30 in the morning, often until like 9 o'clock at night. Like, I mean, I'm really here a lot, and I'm so envious. Like, I'm not envious of people using laptops as their primary machine because I just can't stand it. I have a nice Microsoft Surface laptop, but I can't stand it. But I am envious of some of my people I work with who wander around all the time. I'm like, weren't you in a different room this morning in your Zoom call?
When I'm not developing, so I have a laptop from work with a dock here at the house, but I also have a workstation, and I can get up. Like, I've got a game room upstairs that we can go sit in and all that. The whole house is gigabit Ethernet, so
Sure, yeah.
the only time that it really kind of makes sense for me to be sitting here is when I need to be coding on that workstation firsthand. But most of the time I can remote into it or something, So
for me, most of the time,
Tabletop Simulator.
Awesome. For me, most of the time, I am coding plus in software architect meetings plus answering support requests plus like coordinating for my photo sheets over the weekend, and so I really need a lot of screens. I just could not alternate between multiple. Like, I'm in different 3 different Slack communities. I'm the CTO now of another company, and still like lead software architect for my biggest customer. I don't know. I just need screens.
Hey, what's the password?
Lots of screens.
I hear you 100%.
It's the same as the username. You should be able to.
I don't remember.
It was the name of the server.
Yeah. I will message you.
Hold on, let me go look. Let me join again. I got it.
Got it? Cool.
But yeah, I totally hear you on if I'm only in a meeting that's just in a meeting and I don't have to go look at code, I don't have to, debug, but most of the time when I'm coding, I'm pairing, and we're pairing, there's 2 or 3 of us writing code on multiple tiers and all, database and all that. That I got to have all of this here.
Yeah.
So totally get you. So we just choose one of these boards, huh?
I don't really understand what's going on here. I mean, I can just click and click. But yeah, it's not like Cthulhu Wars, right?
I must not know the password.
Oh, yeah, I messaged you.
Do you want to group me the password?
Here, I can. You need me to, Richard?
You can't. I messaged him too.
Okay.
Where did you message me?
Oh, I messaged it to you in Discord, but Chip just messaged you.
Yeah, that's what I'm typing in. It's not letting me in.
All lowercase?
All lowercase.
Because I didn't type it. It was just like what was there from before.
Oh, my A is not coming through.
It's an E.
No, the second one. Okay, so my A was sticking maybe. Okay, let's try it now.
There you go. You're connected.
Might be working now.
Okay.
How many screens do you have, Chip?
Right now I have 3.
I got rid of my 4th about a year ago, and I miss it, and I don't want it back.
I still think I'm having connection issues.
Did it kick you out again? Oh.
No,
okay.
it's just sitting here not connecting.
Huh.
Did it say? Did it ever tell us in the log he was connecting?
Yeah, I saw it.
Connected and then has disconnected.
I'm going to reboot my machine. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. It sounds a little weird. I'm getting that same weird thing I got with Chip's thing where I come in and the whole board is messed up.
Yeah, maybe when you restart, it'll be like Chip says, and you'll have an update or something. Because
all right, let me restart.
Okay.
Did you choose a faction, Chip?
Not yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it out here.
I really just hope I have an opportunity to say that I have a murder of crows or something. That's all I want.
All right, I'm quitting out of everything. I'll be back on.
So I have to admit, I don't know what the term corvid means. Imagine there's something. I'm certain there's some meaning behind that name. So
Oh, it just means crow.
does it actually? Is another word for crow?
I believe it's the Latin name.
Is it okay? Like the genus or something?
Yeah.
Family or.
Yeah, Corvidae is the actual family of crows, ravens, rooks, jackdaws. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where. Yeah, I don't really know where corvid comes from. She says sometimes they're called crows, sometimes they're known as corvids. Maybe there's a language somewhere that uses corvid.
Well, I guess where do we see the I don't know what you call them, maybe they're complexity numbers or something? Is there a place to look before we choose the faction?
I did not see any of these numbers. Is it maybe in the book?
Yeah, let me take a look.
You can look. You must demonstrate your legitimacy to rule over the Great Woodland. So this game has been on my wish list for a long time, and basically any game that is put on my wish list, I don't let myself buy it because I've had problems in the past where I've impulsively bought things I wanted and then had duplicates.
You mean without playing it first?
I never buy a game I've played. So on my Amazon wish list, if I put a game onto the wish list, then I never buy it, and that effectively means that chances are I'll never get it. Because I have way too many things on my wish list, and so effectively most things aren't going to be there. And so this is the first time I'll have played this game, but it has been on my wish list for years. But a lot of other games are too. So I'm not like, normally I just never even bother learning what the rule is. I entirely decide everything by the cover of the game. I was just like, oh, that cover looks good. I want it.
Really?
That plus rating. It's so if it's, a 2-star game on Amazon, I probably won't even give it a chance.
I almost always make my decision on my games based on watching somebody playing it on YouTube playthrough.
Yeah.
And decide whether or not that's a game I think I'll like.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
All right, I've rebooted. Steam did update, so that may have been the issue, but we'll find out.
Although I will quickly admit that I need to start getting rid of games that I'm not going to be able to, that I'm just not going to put on the table that much more,
Yeah.
All right, it says I'm
paying attention
connecting
to,
super slow.
like Mark seems to do it real well. He seems to be very attentive to, nope, this one's leaving, and gets pretty aggressive about trading it,
I just
for me though, my collection hasn't really grown until recently to that level where I feel like I need to start.
my company has a storage unit now, so that means I can put off trading games for at least.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator is basically crashing on me pretty much.
So we could switch to basically Scythe or Terraforming Mars that don't use Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, just straight out of Steam.
If you guys want to try, whatever you guys want to try to do, for whatever reason, this game will not come up for me.
That's fine. I'm fine. I haven't played Scythe, and man, I'll have to refresh my. It's probably been a good year or so since I've played Scythe.
I have not played the digital online version at all, so I'm curious.
I have not either. Do both of you have Scythe? I already do, but
I do.
Let me find it here.
I'm like not even getting real error messages. Getting flashes on my screen. Do you want me to try to host? Do you think that might be a difference?
Can you start Tabletop Simulator without issues on your side?
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator starts for me, no problem. Do you want me to try to? How about I try to host one and we'll see what happens?
Yeah, we can do that. I worry about your laptop's ability to coordinate the network packets for all of our machines, but
yeah, probably. I worry about that as well.
So I just finished installing Scythe on my machine, but we can play Tabletop Simulator first just to see how it works.
If you want, I can try. We can do it. It'll take 2 seconds to set up.
Yeah.
Assuming I can set up a game, and if it works, great. If not, we abandon it and go somewhere else. I don't know why it's killing me. I seriously might buy a new computer just for gaming.
Makes sense to me.
Any real justification for buying or putting together a computer is a good reason for me.
So I do everything on my phone. If I could play Tabletop Simulator on my phone, I would do that. All right. Should I call the same? I'll do the same. I'll just call mine Gray Wizard as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Just let us know when it's ready.
Friends. Doesn't let me type a password, but that's okay, I guess. Says loading. Yep, tabletop stopped responding. It was up and running earlier. I was actually en route playing around with it, and it was working. So I don't know what's going on.
Huh.
Yeah, it keeps crashing. All right, so let's go somewhere else, I guess. Sorry, guys.
Were you in the other route? Like maybe you were in the route with no expansions?
No, I had the one with all the expansions. It won't even open it up, and it just dies on me.
Yeah.
So where is Scythe? Is that
It's in
also
Steam. It's in Steam.
It's in Steam? I don't know if I have Scythe.
I haven't played it, by the way. I don't know if I couldn't give anybody a personal assessment on the Steam Scythe version.
I feel like it's probably good just because it's another Asmodee digital game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
They did a pretty good job.
So which Scythe do I get? The bundle? There's Tabletopia. They have a million different ones here. Which one?
Oh, Scythe Digital Edition.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we could experiment with Tabletopia. Because Root might be over there too. But
I leave it up to you guys. What I'm saying is that there's Scythe Digital Edition, then there's Digital Edition's Invaders from Afar. There's Tabletop Simulator Scythe. Then they have Scythe's Collection Bundle, which may be all of Scythe Digital.
The bundle includes a digital soundtrack. Oh no, the digital soundtrack's free. So
that includes both the Invaders from Afar and the digital edition.
Yeah.
I have all of it.
Yeah, I would get
somewhere along the way. I think I got that humble bundle that you pointed out, Richard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was such a good deal. But even now, it looks like it's what, $16?
Oh, it's 50% off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's $15 for the bundle. I'll just grab it.
That's a pretty good deal.
What I do really like about the digital versions, like the actual, not Tabletop Simulator, is that typically they have pretty decent AIs, and if you want, you can actually play through a lot of games really quick.
I have to pay for it, so give me a second.
No worries.
All right, let me fire it up here.
I do really love this game. I just haven't played it anywhere near as much as I want to play it.
At one time, I felt, like I said, at one time I felt pretty good about playing it, but it's been so long now that I'm gonna have to kind of relearn it.
So this is a game that when I first played it was a 7, meaning I'll play it if somebody else owns it, but I wouldn't own it. And then as I played it more and more, it just grew and grew on me, and it's one of my favorite games. So
I'll turn my volume down there. Sorry.
It is very loud. That is true.
All right, so I should have it now. I have to do my install. And you guys already have this done, right?
Yep.
All right, the install may take a little bit.
What, Chip, what is your Asmodee name?
I think it's CTG3. Let me. Yeah, that's what they have me here. CTG3.
I don't know if you got like an invite. I went to online play. I went to Hearts, and you know this is. You know, I should just because I think we're already friends in my other account. Let me see if I can switch.
Yeah, it is CTG3.
Yeah, my CPU is maxing out with all this. That's what's happening. Discord takes up 25%.
Well, you know, that's something you could do on your phone. The Discord client is really good on your phone, and it would relieve some pressure. I've done that before.
I will quit Discord. We'll see what that does.
So you said you sent me an invitation?
I'm actually going to log out of this account and log back in as Grey Wizard Gaming, because that's... if I can figure it out. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's loud. I gotta go find the in-game settings. I can't turn my whole machine volume all the way down. Go set the here we go. Whew. I was in a church service there.
Right. How's that?
All right, so...
I don't hear you guys.
I can hear you. Mark.
See if my volume is not set properly.
So you appear offline to me, Chip.
I'm sorry?
You appear offline to me.
Oh, let me
I think if you go to options, there's a login button.
Yeah, I saw that, but I was wondering if I needed to actually go into the do I need to actually go into the play online before you can see me?
Oh, I don't know. It's good.
So now I'm in there and I can see there's a list of players online. Yeah, there you are. I can see you.
Yep, I see you.
All right, I'm in Asmodee. What do I have to
add
do now?
you?
I've been invited to game by Julio-kin. I'm assuming that's not...
It's not me.
It's not Mark.
He invited me too.
I think I have to create a new account because I don't think I have an Asmodee login. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yes.
I can, yep.
Okay.
I gotta update my stream. Scythe.
All right, I gotta check my email now.
Julio Ken is kind of persistent.
He's desperate for someone to play with. He wants to increase his ELO score.
Music's nice.
Yeah. I really want to play the Scythe campaign
Me too.
thing. It's
Yeah.
just sitting in its
Because my
box.
account is not activated.
Rise of Fenders.
Yeah.
All right, guys. My account is now active.
All right.
All right, I do play online, I'm assuming.
And what?
Now it's making me log in. Wow, there we go. How do I get to you guys?
All right. What is your name, or if you want, you can just message it. If it's weird spelling.
Mark. IMARQUE.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. I added you as a buddy.
I did not see you add me as a buddy. At least, is there a heart maybe?
Let me try that again.
I see you. Let me see if I can add you as a buddy.
Do you want to host then, Chip?
I can.
All right, you're my buddy. Richard, which one are you on here?
Gray was a
There
gamer.
it is. Sorry. You've been added as a buddy as well.
Let's see. What should I pick here in this? I'm creating a game, so let me. I'm learning the interface at the same time here. So
Yeah. So how is the spelling?
For Mark, it's IMARQUE.
I don't know. I don't know if that went through or not, but yep, it did. Cool. Hey Chip, make sure that you adjust the time, so we don't end up getting kicked out.
Where do I do that at?
When you create the game, it's going to ask you how many minutes, and if it's anything like Terraforming Mars, that's like a hard limit. Like if you left it at 45 minutes, in 45 minutes, it's going to kick us all out and say like game over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this one means. There's no tooltip on it. There's a symbol, and then it says min 1150 and then max 1250, and elo. So I'm assuming that means that these players that would like to join could join with those parameters. So I was wondering how to create a game where other players
Can't.
Yeah, where I'm not.
I would think that if you just limit it to 3 players, that
I don't see where to limit the number of players.
because when you hit create, you hit next, and then
Do you want me to include the invaders from afar?
yes,
That's the first
please.
little check mark
Yeah,
there.
might as well. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the next screen is
Create.
where you.
Oh, the next. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. And here we go. Yeah. So 3 players. Player time. Okay. Time that player can use to move throughout the game. So what do you think I should put here? Like 2 hours or 3?
Yeah, 3 hours is fine, I think.
3. Give us some ceiling there. Okay. And then the promo cards. Now, I wonder, is there a way that I can specifically drag you guys in here?
Yeah, if you click the little ellipses or whatever, you can.
Do I have to have the game running first?
Probably.
Wow, I started with 1200 elo. I love it.
2 of us will apparently
Okay.
lose 100 elo.
I'll be happy to lose the Eli. Don't worry.
So, what do we do here? Do we click on this and choose a faction?
You can choose a faction if you want. I let it go random.
Go
I'm
random.
going random as well.
I don't see a way that you change that. How did you click ready?
It just was.
Bottom right,
Yeah, bottom right.
at least on ours or mine.
You click start. Is that what you did?
For us, it says ready. For you, it says start because you're the host.
I see. Okay. Because it doesn't allow me to select any thing on my name over here.
Hey, Vivi, did you see a coconut water sitting around that I took out? I can't find it.
You can't just where it says random. That's not a button for you. Underneath your name, see take 3, and then it says it's like a little dice. It says random.
Yeah, clicking on the dice doesn't do anything.
Hmm.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't change anything.
I can't unready, so I don't know. I mean, like the interface is locked now. For
I
me.
can't unready either.
It's okay. I'm just wondering, So, okay, I'm hitting start.
Oh,
Ah, the Nordic.
yeah.
Okay, I was assigned the Tagawa.
All right, Crimea. I can spend a combat card as if it were a resource, once per turn.
My workers can swim.
And then we have the structure bonus. So lakes adjacent to structures.
Interesting.
Achieve tactical mastery.
Oh, you're the Nordic. Yes.
Yeah.
I almost want to get out my my Scythe stuff and actually have it next to me while I play.
It's such a pretty game.
Yeah.
I really like the whole thing. Who's the first? Oh, it's me. I guess I'm the first player.
Wait a second. This doesn't look like a regular board. What did they do?
No?
I may have messed something up in the selection. I don't know if I missed something or clicked on something I shouldn't
No.
have.
It just doesn't look like a normal board. And it doesn't tell me all my stuff and everything else like normal.
So what do I want to do? How do I read this board down at the bottom?
Yeah.
What does this mean? Okay. Now
These are your actions. Your top
s-
action, bottom action.
Yeah, I'm starting to. Okay, those are moves, and that's to bolster power.
I am not loving this interface.
Just treat it like one of those posters where you have to like make your eyes zone out in order to like see the sailboat. Like it's all there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out because usually on the card you have your mechs, what each mech does. When you pull them off, which mech to pull off when you build one.
Okay. So I will.
Richard, you're the Nordics?
I am the Nordics, so I'm gonna try to do this. Is it my turn? Am I going?
I have a little thing at the top that tells me Crimea. I don't know if that means Crimea is
Oh, okay,
the
so I'm
current
waiting.
turn.
Is it my turn?
Apparently it
Well,
is, yeah.
I'm guessing it is. Oh, so in the little round one marker, the 3 markers on the bottom right, it has the Crimea marker as a larger one. So I assume that means that Crimea's current turn.
Oh yeah, my time is ticking away. Look at that.
That makes me feel better because now I don't have to worry that I'm holding you guys up.
Well,
I gotta remember. All right. God, this I cannot. This I do not enjoy this. No. How do I?
How can we help you? How can we what?
No. What I should do is go get out my old board so I can see how this goes. Okay. Move, produce.
Man, I'm loving the music.
I turned it down so low I can't hear it. Should go.
It is good. I have it at like 5%. Basically, I have it as low as I could get it without it being off, and it's still kind of loud.
Where do you have your cards, by the way? I'm looking for my. Don't you get a card to start with?
So you have the.
Oh, I have 0 cards to start with. It looks like. Okay, I see that up here now. Right.
Do you have 0 cards? I mean, you should in the bottom right. You should have combat cards.
I have none. It looks like.
Is that possible? I don't remember.
Again, I don't
I think
remember.
everybody starts with 2. If I remember correctly, I think everybody starts with 2 combat cards.
No, I think it's dependent on your board, right?
It may be.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Because I have 1, I believe.
I don't believe I have any.
Okay, along the top, I'm looking. It says that I have got 6 coins. I have 3 popularity,
Oh,
0
there you go.
combat, and
Okay.
2 combat cards.
I have 1 combat card and I have 4
Okay.
power.
All right, I have 4 money, 2 heart, 5 combat, and 0 cards. So that makes sense. Okay, I'm now getting oriented. Thank you.
Yep, and you can see, like, yeah. So I can see what you guys have. So you can choose not to fight somebody if you think they're too, have too many combat cards and stuff. Crimea is poor, but you have a lot of military might, I guess.
Maybe.
Why is it that Togawa has basically the most of everything? I'm calling shenanigans.
We had a Sitakawa, and we have. There's a limitation, and I forgot what it is.
Hey guys, all right, forget it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm trying to just put this in my head with what the regular thing looks like.
I always feel like there's a quest that I just absolutely do not want, and like in this case, the quest I don't want. No more than 3 workers. Man, that sounds like a weird game. No more than 3 workers. Can you win that way? It just seems nuts.
And that's a
That's an objective card.
that's one of your secret objectives.
Yeah, I don't care that now you guys know that I want to have
All right, I think I did that right, but we'll find out.
more than 3 workers because I can't play that way.
Okay, so it looks like it's your turn now, Richard.
All right. So how did you move? Or did you move? Oh, wait. I have to choose that I want to move.
I produced.
Move to... Oh, yeah. Confirm. And then select the unit. And then select where I want to go. And then...
Oh, it's interesting. It actually zooms in on what you're doing on my board.
Yeah, it did that for me with your move.
Ah, okay. That makes it a little better. Hello, Vivi. What? Oh, she did?
Togawa's turn.
Why don't
Okay,
you go look?
so I should.
So you have to choose your action in the bottom.
I think I
Okay.
should.
But something came out. That might be a good sign. Talk to your mom. My wife, the pediatrician, we found this turtle 5 years ago in our garage. My wife thought it was a bug, was going to step on it. It was a baby turtle that may have been a day old.
Wow.
So we took it in as right before the winter, and we've had it for 5 years. Well, it turns out it has a prolapse, something wrong with it. Prolapse anus, like its butt has like organs coming out of its butt.
Wow.
Apparently this happens to turtles. And so my wife, the pediatrician, and my daughter have been trying to cure this turtle because we're not spending. It's like just to take the turtle in is $80 for them to look at, and we don't even know what they can do for the turtle.
Yeah.
So my wife and my daughter they bought medication for the turtle. They looked at procedures and are doing all the work here. Unfortunately, the turtle went to the bathroom and it went back to being prolapsed.
Oh.
Oh, it's my turn. Cool. How do I know when I start getting penalties for things? Right? If I produce again, I'm going to have 4 workers potentially, 5 workers, and then at some point you're paying a penalty every time you produce. Right?
Let's see if you. There has to be a little helper.
I missed the question. What was the question?
So when you produce too many, for instance, his question was, for instance, if I get to I don't remember what it is, 3 or 4.
Yeah, when your workers pass a
production
certain
of
amount,
workers.
you pay a penalty. I don't remember what it is. I'm trying to see on the board where that penalty would be because I'm thinking I can't produce again now because I'm not allowed to do the same thing over. But I would want to know what that is.
But you can produce. It will reveal it before you try to produce again. You'll know that you will have a penalty before you try to do it again. But it would still be nice to know what level to plan ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so
I bet it's on here somewhere.
I'm going to move. How do I move?
So you choose move as your primary action, and then you click on the person you want to move, and then you click where you want that person to move.
They're not moving.
And you've already activated the move action? Because you have to hit
move.
And then you have to hit confirm.
I click on the spot, something highlights, and then I click on the highlighter, but it doesn't move the guy there.
So click on the guy.
Yeah.
And then it highlights the place that you want to move to, and click on that.
Yeah.
And there isn't a confirm button down at the bottom?
No, it's not letting me do. I'm doing the move. Oh, I have to confirm, but don't I have to move the units before I confirm?
No, you confirm that you want to move.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then it'll the reason then.
Follow along.
Which?
Yeah, it just showed you.
How do we know what boards we have?
I don't know. It doesn't say. I like the board game better than the digital. All right, guys, I did it.
All right. I will produce. And that's it.
Hey, no barking.
Okay. I think the Tagawa's limitation was their move is limited to 1 hex at a time, if I remember correctly. So it's a long, slow, creeping movement.
For who?
For the Tagawa.
I don't know.
And in fact, I think I think the Scottish, whatever that clan's name was, the green, the Scotsman. I believe they have they're limited to one hex movement also.
Oh, you're saying because their mechs don't have a +1 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you do have is you have the ability to teleport between your traps.
Right. It includes from the home also, right? From traps to home
I think so, yeah.
or base or whatever.
I feel like I'm the real slow one here.
No. I've been stuck in Cthulhu Wars for so long now that I totally forgot about how to play Scythe. my group's discovered Cthulhu Wars, and we forgot there were any other games for about 2 years. Man, I fell in love with Cthulhu Wars. But I for this game is something about Scythe I'll always love. Such a elegant.
All right, your turn.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to.
I do like the music though that it plays. It is kind of good.
Yeah. It's kind of dramatic, like boom, like your character just landed.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys see
I can,
the
yeah.
encounter that I'm looking at so I don't read it or anything?
Yeah, no, I can see it. These exploration cards, they always make me make bad decisions. And I know I'm hurting myself, but man. What are you gonna choose?
Let me finish reading. Okay. I like that.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to go with the last one.
I do love the physical board game, by all means, but I have a feeling I'm going to be playing the digital version quite a bit.
Yeah, I do too. I like this.
I do not love the digital, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because I'm so used to the board. It's changed a little bit too much for me.
So I think
maybe by the end of the day I'll love it.
If I find out how to tell which faction I am, and like basically some more information, then I will be satisfied.
Yeah, I think I hit end turn, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's Crimea's turn.
I'm gonna have to get used to. I think getting used to this UI, kind of like with the terraforming Mars, but if I can get used to this and find all the information I need to find that I want to look, I may be pretty pleased with it.
We're not clean her water. You can look, it's just diarrhea.
Yeah. Well, at least you got something out. All right. think I'm getting at least the hang of doing some of this.
Thank you. Oh, that's in the water.
You know, at the end of my turn, I should have put a trap there. I didn't see a...
Okay. Encounter. Click to reveal. I show up at a farm, and the farmer, I can kind of demonstrate that control over my animal, which would be kind of cool. Sounds similar to yours, actually. Gain 2 power and 1 popularity. I do like power. I can pay $2 to gain 4 power, or I can pay 2 popularity to build 1 structure. Ooh, building a structure for 2 popularity. What is my popularity? I'm not very popular right now, so that would be the end of my popularity. Structure would be nice. A little tunnel. You're right. I'm probably making a bad decision if I do that.
But a structure this early in the game, I mean, that could be big.
It could be.
And you build it next to a lake.
Choice.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I'm going to go for the structure.
Just keep in mind the lake secret objective, or structure objective, I mean.
Is it lakes or is it rivers? I don't remember.
It's number of lakes adjacent to your structures. Only count each lake once.
Where do I see my structures? Oh, I see them now. Okay. And what is underneath them? All right. Interesting. Oh, I can only build it where my workers are. Why is it not letting me build over here?
Do you have to click on the confirm?
Oh, no.
Did you select the encounter? Because it's still in front of me.
I did. It's... but why did it put the building there? That's a little weird. Can I undo that?
It wouldn't
Or
let
does
you
it have
select
to-
one of the other workers?
It did not. Does it have to go where your... All right. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I bet it has to go where the encounter was.
Okay.
I bet that's what
All
it
right.
is. I
it is
can't
what it
remember.
is. Fine, done.
Huh.
I hadn't thought about that before, though.
Yeah. I've probably played it wrong if that's the way that it's supposed to be played.
I do remember if you gain resources on an encounter that they're supposed to go into that space where you encountered the encounter.
I mean, I wanted to save the soldiers and steal their mech, but oh man.
That's the Saxony mech, right?
Hmm?
Isn't that one of the Saxonies?
Oh,
The Saxon mechs?
right.
So Richard, the Nordic can go across the river. You can send your workers across the river. It's one of your innate abilities.
I already did. That was the first thing I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you not allowed to upgrade your bottom traits until the top traits are upgraded?
Not that I'm aware of. You should be able to upgrade anywhere.
It is only letting me up.
You have to take from the top and move to the bottom. There's no upgrade on the
Oh!
top.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
So you
Okay.
make things better on the top when you move it down,
Okay.
usually.
Now, it's just been a long time for me.
See, I was thinking it was the other way around. So it's from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. I'm totally
Yeah, it's top to bottom. That totally makes sense.
I'm totally relearning.
Yeah,
Scythe.
yeah, really.
Okay.
Oops. Oh, lots of oil over there.
Somebody has a lot of oil.
Okay, so how did you do this?
Oh, okay, okay. Are you upgrading?
Yeah.
So what I did was I had to click that I wanted to upgrade, and that brought up like a little panel. And then I had to click like that I was upgrading, and then I had to click the top thing that I wanted to upgrade, and then the down, like the bottom thing.
Okay, right now I'm in a I'm not sure what I click on here. Unlock an extra benefit.
People can hear you.
I guess I'm supposed to click on the hex that I want to take the resources from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm going to go on mute, guys.
Okay, and now I do. I see. So I can take from the top anywhere on the top and put it anywhere on the bottom. Right?
Anywhere on the top. Yes. Yeah. Any top to any bottom.
Okay.
Which normally I have to like confirm with new players repeatedly, because they inevitably somewhere near the middle of the game they're going to see somebody take from the top into a different bottom, and they're going to be like, I didn't know I could do that, and they'll be like, yeah, we only said it like 5 times.
Okay. Okay. So if I click on this one, put it here. I think I did that right. Let's see. And then intern, I guess. I guess that's it. See, I missed somewhere whenever I moved my leader to this spot here and did that encounter. I intended to put a trap there, but I didn't see a place in the UI here where it would allow me to like ask me or prompt me to lay the trap. I'm sure it did, and I probably missed it.
A lot of grain. Listing.
I got a hold of first edition, brand new in shrink, Innis.
Is that what you were asking about it the other day?
Yeah. I just got it in yesterday, but I've watched it on YouTube. It looks very different. Looks very interesting.
You guys got to come down for a Vegas trip sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. There's another guy named David. I don't remember. I think he joined one game with Mark that we just met. About the same time I started playing games with you guys, we, in the same fashion, met David Timothy over Board Game Geek, and he turns out he just lives like 2 or 3 blocks away from me. But he had a buddy that hired T to build him a game table. But yeah, if we get that, if you're serious about getting a throne, we'll do a delivery run up there.
Yeah.
Either way, though, we'll come up if and when we can. Most certainly, it's not if, but when.
All right. Oh, I see. Recruit bonus. It's actually like, if I almost feel like if I didn't know how to play, it would be easier for me to play.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it's me. All right. So let's go with... Oh, wait. I didn't want to move yet. Stupid. Okay, fine. Can't cancel that, huh? Once I selected it, I'm stuck. Okay.
I feel like older digital board games would often let you go back. And I don't know if it's just an Asmodee thing, but it seems like no. That whatever we do, we can't. Unless there's like a secret back button somewhere.
I think I can't remember.
I think that's why they use the confirm button for everything.
Yeah, and once you confirm it, you've confirmed it.
They're doing it like chess. Like you take your finger off the piece, it's a move.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
You know, have you guys both played with the airships?
I have. But again, I have to learn it all over again. It's been so long. I don't think it was a. It wasn't a huge change in overall rules, but it was a huge game changer, if you will, in what it adds to the game. You know, subtle. I can't do that because I think I don't have any wood. Okay. What I should have done is I should have chosen. Yeah, I should have chosen.
So, I really am not a fan of the airships because they're not asymmetric. It just feels really disappointing to feel like you're playing this great asymmetric game, and then they add this upgrade that is the same upgrade for every single faction.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think you can play it where each person gets a different power also. I think that's a way to do it as well. I don't remember.
I believe you're right, Mark. I think one of the alternate or whatever rules was to delve out one of those cards to each player that instead of having the standard, every airship has this power or ability. Yeah.
Huh.
I think that was one of the options. I don't remember 100%. Oh, am I up?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. And I am going to...
See, again, I missed the traps. I missed it again.
Okay, I'll try to remind you next time.
Somehow,
so you can.
Well, I didn't even see. Maybe it's got to be down here somewhere that I can.
So it's only the hero, right? So when you've activated the hero, that should be
The leader, yeah.
or the leader, yeah. I mean, mechs too, right? Or is it just leader?
I think it's just the leader. I may have that mixed up with the. I can't remember the Scottish faction's name, but
fix them again.
But I think if she's in the water, I think it means she's gonna poop.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go look for my coconut water, which has disappeared.
sure. Yeah, that was the whole reason I moved into that spot there with the mine was to put a trap there. Silly.
Oh, dagnabbit.
What's the matter?
I switched to us talking when we switched games.
You switched to what?
Okay, so when we switched games, I switched to Discord so that there'd be something to see rather than just just my desktop or whatever.
Okay.
And so Melissa joined the live stream, and so she said something, and I really appreciate that, Melissa. I wish you had
Not my turn,
joined.
is it?
So the deal is that we were supposed to. It is not. I don't think your turn yet. The deal is that we were supposed to be playing Root, and we had some technical problems, so we swapped over to Scythe. And at that point, I didn't switch screens. So there you go. Most of this live stream has not been of the game. It's just been us talking. But Whatever.
Oops.
That's why, yeah, I totally need a person managing the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a variety
live
stream.
streaming, so you hear all my kids in the background. I gotta move to a different spot.
Yeah, we've definitely heard some things. So, it's fine. Biology is normal, and owning a turtle is like a recipe for sadness. I just feel like I love turtles, but yeah, I don't know. They get sick so easy. We had a sulcata, and when I got the sulcata, the pet shop owner didn't tell me that they were going to live 150 years or something like that. So, I mean,
Grow to be 150.
That was kind of a commitment that I wasn't ready for. So at this point, I don't know. I feel like Mark is winning. We'll see. It's got so many people over there just pumping out metal.
I've already made 2 mistakes.
I made a mistake last turn. For sure I did. Yeah.
I've made 2 mistakes. At least.
I think I made at least another mistake. We'll see. I mean, when you enlist, part of it is you just like predicting what the other people are going to do, right? So I guess we'll see. Melissa may have played this game more recently than I have, so maybe she'll give me advice. She's saying that if she live streamed, all you would see is a cat butt all the time. So don't worry about the kids.
It's according to my screen, it's your turn, Richard. Is that right?
It says Togawa.
Oh, it does. I'm sorry. I was waiting on. I thought it was your turn.
I am finally not the one who's taken the most time now.
Oh, I thought I was waiting on Richard to complete his. Sorry about that. Okay, well then.
So the interesting thing is I do have an office where I usually do my stuff, but since my child is home from college and he's training for a triathlon, he goes to sleep at 8:30 every night. It just so happens that my office is sort of above his bedroom, and it's too noisy. So I have to come out to the living room where then everybody else is noisy. So,
No problem.
so besides another computer, I need to extend the house a little bit more.
Yeah, Mark, come on. Just totally rearrange everything for a better board game experience. Online.
So the funny thing is, I would get a new computer, but I'm actually getting a new fish tank that I've been waiting for my 50th birthday. So that's the big expense this year.
So we saw the fish tank earlier. Like, give us a comparison of the new fish tank versus the fish tank you have, or do you have more than one?
I have 2 fish tanks, but one is really just a small little tank. It's a 15-gallon, and the other one's a 34-gallon all-in-one. The all-in-one has got to be like 15 years old at this point. And so I'm moving up to probably like a 120-gallon fish tank, but it's not. I had 180 back in the day. It's going to be like 100 gallons, but with the sump and everything, it's more. But it's only about twice the screen size of the other tank. So the maintenance of it is not as bad. And I'm doing ultra low maintenance, so there'll be almost nothing I have to manually do by the time I have everything set up. People think saltwater tanks are a lot of work, but if you actually put in all the automation and everything else, it's pretty turnkey.
So we have to pay. I've totally forgotten this. So we have to pay power to produce.
I do as well. Remember, I was asking you guys, I didn't know when that would happen. It did not warn me when I was producing that that would happen. So I also am paying power every time I produce now. That was one of the mistakes, Richard.
Ah. I stayed a little cautious on my worker production.
Yeah, I usually stay under that number, but
Okay.
Do you? How many workers are you in the game with normally?
oh no, later on I'll go, but early on I try not to hit that penalty.
Yeah.
And then if I hit
me
the,
too.
I think I can build one more worker before the next penalty happens. It's unclear. That's why I'm saying I really need the board to know when that hits.
I can trade. In that case, let's do. Guess. And then yes, we'll do that.
Someone's doing a lot of trading there.
All right. So if I can remember.
So the only thing I haven't done with Scythe is the random boards. Have you guys played that, or have you not tried that either?
Random boards.
Yeah, a new board came out where basically instead of this being the setup, it's you can kind of randomize how the setup goes, and they've worked it out so that it usually stays pretty even.
Nope, I have not done that yet.
I got it because I'm fear of missing out. I like to collect everything for Scythe since I like the game a lot. I've not used it, and I'm not sure I see the need to use it other than it changes things up a little bit. But I also kind of feel that it could change things up unfairly because the way the board is actually set up sort of limits, your success to some extent. Like it doesn't give you a big advantage.
Okay, so I click on this, and then click.
I feel like we're at a point that we just need the sequel or something. So Melissa says she always does random boards.
Okay, I think I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah?
I just feel like the game can't, like if you do too much more to it, you're just gonna break it. So yeah, just give us a different part of the world, different factions, different change things up. I haven't played Rise of Fenris though, so I don't know how well it did.
I played Rise of Fenris. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought the factions they added were good. I don't want to ruin the surprise for anybody who hasn't played it, but you can guess that they're going to add factions. They're fine. I like the factions. But other than that, I don't think any of the other upgrades, it just makes things a little bit more, gives you more options and gives you some different things that it can do. I didn't think they it's not like I would play with them in future games. The factions I would. I don't think I'd play with any of the other things that they sort of provided. Hey, do you guys remember move from a territory or home base to your home base or that of any other faction? That allows me to travel from. Let's try that one. I don't remember.
I was thinking in a 3-player game that the Crimea can move from your home base to an abandoned home base. Isn't that right?
I'm gonna try that.
Inactive or whatever home base.
That mech looks very strange.
I think it's 5 or less players.
And it's your turn, Chip.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. That helps. All right, so let's Oh, I see. Okay. The transport window. How do I do that? Oh, I see. You're down here. Okay. So here we go. And I don't think I can do this.
Hey, Aussie. It's Mark's turn, right?
Yeah. So, do you guys know how? Do you remember how the Wayfair works? Can I move my unit from wherever to an abandoned place now, or do I have to move from a specific place?
I think it's from. I may be wrong about this, but as I remember, it is from base to base. So you can move from your base to an abandoned base, but that might be incorrect. You might be able to move your leader from wherever your leader is to any abandoned base. I can't remember for sure. You know, when I clicked on the rules in the options, it only opened up.
I'm gonna try. We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
it did. It opened up both. Okay. Let me scan through here real quick. I'll see if I can find that for
How do
you.
I add my worker to my? Okay, it does let me move to. How do I add my worker to my unit to move?
Oh, do you just drop the worker on top of the mech? Or on
No,
top of the hair? No?
not that I can tell. I was hoping when I choose the mech, it would allow me to choose the worker to go with the mech. It does not. Any clue, guys?
So here, I'll read the Wayfair for you real quick, Mark.
Okay.
It says your character mix.
I'm okay with the Wayfair. The question is, how do I get my unit to go with the mech? Because the mech can carry units, and I'd like him to carry units.
It says move your mech to the hex you want and use the arrows to load, unload the stuff you want to, and then select the next hex.
Oh, okay. So I choose the hex, and then I can load and unload?
I'm not gonna promise you that that's how it's supposed to work, or that's how it works. I mean, come on. This game is gonna punish you for a mistake, I think. So good luck.
All right, I'll try it. We'll see what happens.
That's it.
Let me,
Let's hope. Oh, she says yes. When you click on the mech, it does. It shows it above.
Shows
Oh,
above.
and she's asking, do you have speed? It shows then.
I do not have speed, but that's not the.
Okay.
All right. I'll move the mech and see what happens. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work.
So, just. I
Yes,
guess-
didn't work.
So she was saying that it showed above the mech.
Yeah, that didn't work. My mech traveled, but I didn't take my worker with it.
You can take workers into
Oh,
your.
transport. I see it. Hold on. I see it, but how do I transport my worker? It doesn't show the worker.
So, do you have to pick up before you leave?
All right. It didn't work. Oh well. That's life.
It says you
This
got to
game
click the
is
guys.
kind of punishing.
That's what she's saying.
It didn't let me pick the guys as far as I could tell.
Above where it shows take goods. Oh yeah, so your mech could have picked up the goods too, right? So.
Mhm. So whenever I moved my worker a minute ago
Yeah.
from one hex to the other, and I wanted to take the grain that was with it in the hex, I didn't want to leave it there.
Oh, and now I
Inside
can't unselect the. And now I can't unselect the worker that I don't want to move now. Oh, these bastards! That was really that was a very painful turn.
Oh well, that's a good point, Aussie. If Melissa wants to join the Discord channel, by all means, because she could have helped us before, I think.
We're bumbling.
So neither of those moves would I have done, but I was forced into it, unfortunately. That was a completely wasted turn.
Well, fear not. I've had 2 of them with the traps. So far, I've intended to put traps down, and I haven't. This time, I'm going to be much more deliberate about making sure I put down a stupid trap.
Wait, did you miss it again?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just didn't want to put one where I moved there this time. Where I needed to put the traps at, I haven't put them.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to go ahead and put down one where I didn't want to put down one. But maybe I should have. It's whatever. But I should have put one on that mine.
To somewhere else without a worker is useless.
But you're good on the Wayfarer ability now, Mark? So I was reading on it. You can move from wherever hex you're at to an abandoned.
It works fine. The problem with it is that I couldn't figure out how to add the worker to move with him.
Right.
That was the issue.
Yeah.
So without being able to move the worker, that's not a good. I mean, don't want him there, and the worker didn't go over there, and then the worker had to move anyway because I thought, oh, okay, select the worker next. When you select the worker next, I can't unselect him, so I had to move the worker then to another place I didn't want the worker. So it was like a double penalty.
All right, so I upgraded and my turn's done. Oh, wait. My transport area? So it's too late for me. So Melissa's still trying to join and I probably made a mistake. Yep. My transport area. My transport area?
I can't do these down here.
I mean, I don't know. You could call my cell phone, I guess, Melissa, and then it might be really bad though, in terms of like what you're saying getting picked up by my mic. Yeah, see, I think that the issue for Melissa was that she didn't know her Discord login. But Mark is connected through his phone, so it definitely works. I think you,
Hey,
you
can
are
you guys
still,
hear me?
Yeah.
How do I shut down the music here since I switched over my computer?
I had to go to options, and
Options?
there's 2 levels. I think it's the general sound effects and then the music.
Got it. All right, can you guys still hear me? Because now I'm doing it through my computer. My turn,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to produce
What did you do,
a
Chip?
race.
Looks like you moved.
I'm squandering every opportunity I can possibly squander. Now, what I did is I bolstered.
Okay.
Done.
But I have squandered badly. I'm not. I'm chalking this game up to learning the
The
new
interface.
interface. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It is very interesting to me, like how different everything looks.
But I like it. Yeah. Having said
Yeah.
that.
Okay. I think I followed what Melissa said to do. We'll see if she's about to complain. Because she gets to see everything like 60 seconds later. And it is your turn, Chip.
Okay. I don't know if you guys noticed this, just FYI, for better or worse. If you click on your faction icon at the top, and it shows your faction ability, and then underneath your faction ability, you can turn on Riverwalk, and it will keep that on until you turn it off, and it will show you wherever you can cross rivers and such with the rules that your faction has to follow.
Okay.
I thought that was easy.
Kinda cool.
Or I thought that was helpful.
Basically just like the little card that you get.
Yes. With in-game, it puts it on the map there.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so next.
Am I up?
I think.
Nope, not yet.
Nope, not yet.
It's me. It's Gip. I'm going to.
Hey, Aussie, how's the quality of the stream? Like, music levels good?
Actually, I'll change my mind. Okay. That's done. And I don't see a place to do traps unless I... Nope.
I love the little monkey that Togawa has.
See, it didn't ask me to put down a trap. Maybe I missed it somewhere.
Yeah.
Again.
What is the random maps expansion called?
Modular.
Modular.
Scythe modular board.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it is. There's no place to put down a trap. Where do I do that at? It's very frustrating.
Is there a rule book for the digital version?
When I clicked on the rules, it opened up the PDF files for the base game and the faction upgrade, the expansion. What am I missing here? I just don't see a way to put down the traps. It's got to be
Is
right.
there something on the interface that looks like the token?
Yeah, so on your, your little faction symbol above that when you hover over it, it says faction ability.
Yeah.
Pop up. There's a trap symbol that's overlapping it, and it has the number 4 on it. And I've tried to click on it, and I just don't see a way to put out that trap. I'm missing something somewhere.
Okay. So, I'm watching a player on YouTube,
Okay.
and so when they move their hero,
Mhm.
a little icon of the Togawa clan appeared above their hero, and they clicked on it, and that expanded the options.
Really?
So I
think I may have missed it. It may be too late. See, whenever I entered into the factory, because I'm allowed to put a trap in the factory, right?
Yeah,
As I
absolutely.
recall.
It's a great place to put it.
So the first thing that happened when I entered into the factory is I got the factory card dialogue. I didn't get an opportunity to interact with the player
So
or the character.
Oh, interesting. So I just pasted it into the general chat if you want to look over there.
In
Discord.
Discord. Okay. The general discussion.
Oh, hey, she's trying to message in Discord. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Melissa has a different name on every platform. So she has to say this is Melissa every time.
Okay. Apparently I missed it again.
But you see at least what
That's
like
numbered.
what it's supposed to look like?
I see what it looks like there, but I didn't see that because the only thing that I got was the pop-up for the factory, entering the factory. But like I said, I may have missed it. Yeah, obviously, because it's definitely not there now. So I'm going to hit end my turn. So, Mark, you're not alone. We'll figure it out, though.
Yeah, definitely making mistakes here. All right, I'm going to try the move again and see if I can figure it out. All right, let's see what happens with this move. Okay, so theoretically, if I pick my transport, okay, I see I can add two to, there we go. All right, now we got it.
Oh, you got it?
I got it, yep. Let's decide where we're going with that. Let's go.
All right, let's see here.
Wow, it's slow moving, but it got there. Cool. And I still got another unit to move. Wow, that's slow movement. All right, I'm done.
All right, one moment.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Can you hear
Melissa.
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. My husband's the one who has the microphone and everything, so I had to come in here and use his account.
Yeah, no worries.
So I was trying to tell you guys, when you click move and you click your mech, there's that box that opens up, right? And if you click the arrows to the right or left, it lets you drop off or pick up goods. Well, above the goods at the very top, it'll show little icons of how many meeples are in that hex. So you can click and unclick meeples. You can drop them off. Like if you have speed and you can move 2 hexes, you can stop in one and drop off a meeple or 2 and then continue on to the next hex. That's how you do that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think maybe Mark just figured it out about 15 seconds ago.
But while I was trying to log into Discord, that figures. Sorry, guys.
I figured it out, but thank you.
I tried the best I could.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Tagawa, I've never played because I don't have the invaders upgrade, but it should be when you move your character, there should be an option, probably in that same area.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Richard found a little screen capture on YouTube there where when you move them, I guess you can either click on him or there's a little icon that pops up that you can click on to choose the trap if you want. Apparently, I missed it.
All the things for the digital one I found were kind of hard, like trying to figure out how many stars I had out. There's a little 2 arrows at the very, very top. If you click that, it pops out a bar and it shows you, because I would forget, do I have all my enlists or do I have all my people out? So there was that bar up there for that. And I would forget about the housing bonus. and I finally found that it's also at the top. I don't know.
And you are
Is
in
there
Chip.
anything-
It's your turn.
Anything else that I can help with before I go?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well, why don't you do a few? I'll hang on for a few minutes. It just gets late over here on the East Coast. I'm old. I gotta go to bed soon. Ow.
I'm on
And
the
I-
East Coast as well.
You are. I'm like, damn, all the good live streams are so late at night for us.
Mark doesn't sleep though, so
Yeah, I don't sleep.
Yeah, the game store, sometimes he's like, I'll stay open till 2 a.m. You guys finish your game. I'm like, oh my.
yeah, we play all over the U.S.
Yeah, I love the Scythe, and especially with everything going on with the lockdowns, the digital one has been my only fix.
Mm-hmm.
You won a copy of Scythe for me, right?
No, it was Pandemic Legacy Season 2. I think I won Scythe, but it was from like a charity raffle thing.
Wow, you're super lucky because I know you won twice from me.
Yes, I know. All my game friends are like, "How do you do this all the time?" I'm like, I feel like not a lot of people enter a lot of board game contests.
That is very legit.
So
Really?
especially the charity ones, because you had to pay. You know, you not pay, but you're donating to enter. So, you know.
I got selected. I won two games so far. I won Pathfinder Skull and Shackles, and the I think it was the Board Game Revolution giveaway, or it was one of those Facebook group.
Yeah.
So Skulls
Yeah.
and Shackles, the Pathfinder card cooperative card game.
Yeah, the adventure card game. Yeah.
I actually really liked that game, but I didn't have anybody who could like regularly play with me. And
It's not bad solo playing.
Yeah, it's
I
not
really
bad.
like
It's not. bad.
so the thing that I like about the game is how they implement the dice system, because you know the other ones that do like for instance the D&D ones, you know, where it's basically a hand management game, but you're putting out tiles and revealing as you go. I like the Legend of Drist. I like that one. I play that one, but it's basically a D20. Man, that single D20 roll, I don't enjoy near as much as I do Pathfinder's. Like added 2 D4s and a 2 D6s and you add all the bonuses and you get.
Yeah,
I really enjoy that. It's much more enjoyable.
I did play the digital version on my phone quite a bit, and I enjoyed it. I just don't like it. If I'm gonna play a board game, I want to play it with other people. And it is your turn, Chip.
All right.
So, Melissa, do you play very adversarial? You keep pushing for power.
No, but if you know you want your people out, gaining power, because you're going to use power when you produce. So you know, gaining power is and good. You know, and then when you get to the heart, I like to get a lot of people out to take up a lot of territories. I usually play white. I'm not really a fighty player so much. I like to zip around the board and loot all the encounter tokens. It drives my friends crazy because they're like, you know, they're doing their thing. Blue is definitely an interesting faction. yellow can really run away with the game if I can't tell. I mean, right now I'm looking at what Richard's doing. But yeah, I mean, for blue, I usually try to upgrade everything to make it cheaper and get as many people out and kind of spread around the board. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for point calculation, is it any place that has a person in it or any place that has a building in it?
As long as you control it. So if it has your building, you control it. But if somebody puts a worker or a mech there, even if it has your building, then they control it.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Scythe is one of my favoriteest ever games.
I do love it, but it's I think we've played once in the last 9 months.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah,
Just
we
'cause
played
so many
all of
games.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I know. We do 2 game nights, Wednesday nights and Saturday nights at the game store. And I, hardly keep up with everything coming in and stuff.
I'll be right back, guys.
And I can't even tell what that symbol means on your
I'm up.
Yep.
Richard, what's the building bonus for this game?
This is the one where you build next to lakes.
Okay.
Which I should probably hurry up and start getting some wood production going. I was gonna put out some.
Say...
Yeah, well, it's just I was getting my mechs out, so I'm gonna get my first mech next turn. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I only have 1 metal, but I'm ready. I'm ready to start producing mechs, anyways. I'm gonna produce, and then the following turn after that, I'll start producing mechs.
Mm.
Oh, we have not seen.
What are your oh god, I forgot the name. The cards. The I can't remember the name. The special objectives. I mean, don't say them out loud, but if you could click on them, then, or will everyone see them if you click on them?
I brought it up. I mean, obviously they could
Secret
just pull
objectives.
over to the stream. What's the delay? 60 seconds?
When I type?
No. The delay on the stream. So
Stream.
I'm looking at the stream, and yeah, I think it's 60, 90 seconds, something like that.
Oh, okay, so I'm seeing things like if a minute or so after you do them.
Yeah.
That doesn't help when I'm trying to stop you guys. Like, hey, guys,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. You see, when you click move, I mean, don't move anybody yet, but if you click your character, your character, not the. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, I think Mark is.
Got
What
it
you're seeing
down?
Mark doing is, yeah, he figured it out, but also that's like a minute and a half ago. Because I just now this moment I saw him build a building.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm still seeing you. I'm still seeing blue move around.
So when you see him build his whatever that little temple thing is, then that's how many seconds behind it is.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, I'm still seeing you upgrade, I think, right now. Or deploy, maybe.
and Chip's turn.
Okay.
Are you on Discord on a computer?
Yeah.
So I just think like I don't know if my internet can handle this per se, but I just shared the real-time screen in Discord. So the stream that's being recorded is up on YouTube, and that's 90 seconds behind. But in Discord, you actually should see the real-time view. Which now obviously they can see too, but I don't have the secret objectives open or anything like that.
Oops. Okay.
Chip, I'm very curious if you're going to figure out the trap thing.
I have to do another move to do it. So
yeah.
I've done like 4 moves now, and I haven't figured it out yet.
Is the trap after you move, or is it?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably the minute that he moves into the hex.
So there's like a few seconds for you to like click it.
That doesn't seem like it would be right. I mean, they should. It seems like there would be the option to think about it, not like have to move and decide like that. I wish I'd play. I wish I had the Invaders. I don't. I just got the base game for Steam because I was hoping I get to play with live people again soon.
Well, $6.99 for the expansion, so
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Is your game shop open?
Yes, for now. I'm in Florida, and we're like infested, so
Yeah, I was about to open up a physical studio, and the day I was going to kind of make that decision, the governor announced increased enforcement of businesses, and masks are now required and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't really want to be on the hook for whatever responsibilities that my customers might bring in,
right.
And so I was just like, you know what? No, I'll go a different direction. It's not really the right time.
I sent you a sub on Twitch too. I mean, I know every sub helps, right?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if I start streaming there again.
Yeah. Well, I have the Prime thing, so I was like, oh, I haven't been on there in months, but I was like, oh, let me go on and throw Richard a sub at least.
Yeah, I was debating switching to Mixer, but obviously Mixer's died, so I guess I'm glad I didn't invest any time with it.
Yeah, I've never used it. There's so many things now already. I mean, even Discord is kind of weird, like, for me. I'm sure I could get used to it, but Sean says I will. All right, guys, it's 11 here. I'm going to sign off. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good night, Melissa.
Thank you.
Night.
Good night.
All right, I'm going to try it.
All right.
Okay, there. I see it now.
I feel a trap
there it is,
coming.
Sure enough. Yeah, but I really don't want to put a trap right there. That's fine.
Can I drop a worker off on a lake?
No.
No.
The Nordics, I think the workers can only swim across the river, right?
Well, I know, but with Riverwalk or Lake Walk or whatever it is, seaworthy. Move to from lakes and retreat onto adjacent lakes.
Is that in a unit?
Well, that's
only going to be your mechs and your leader. do see that trap now. I'm going to head right for it.
Nothing else matters but hitting that trap. Need some more workers.
I'm at a quandary what to do, gentlemen. There's something I would like to do but can't do, really. I think what we do is this.
Another. Okay.
Oh, I could have done it. I forgot I can use my cards. Dope! Oh well. Here's a star.
What'd you get a star for?
I'm going to be building my last mech.
Wow.
And the last one I can build is Riverwalk. And I think I'd prefer the mech to actually be here. And that's my first star. Not what I wanted to do, and I just realized I could have done what I wanted to do, but I'm an idiot. I forgot I can use my cards.
Let's see.
Well, Mark, trust me. I'm making as many mistakes as you are.
Hmm. And your turn, Chip. I'm gonna go grab an iced tea real quick. Be right back.
Okay.
That wasn't very nice.
Hit and run, buddy. Hit and run.
All right. That did kind of irritate me.
The hit and run irritated you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Did you not like the move, or?
Well, I had planned to produce in a third space this turn, but
I know. I was disrupting your accomplishments.
yeah. Your turn, Chip.
Yeah, I've forgotten what each of the structure bonuses give you. Is there a view here that whenever you use trade action, you also gain 1 power? That's if you have the armory built. Gain 1 power. Okay. 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 And then the mill produces as if it were 1 worker. Okay. And when you put a structure down, it has to go where you have a unit. Is that right? Or where you have a worker? You guys remember?
I don't. I thought you had to put it where a worker was. Yeah, you have to put it where a worker is.
Okay. No, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want that. Will it let me change my mind? There we
No.
go.
You're not allowed. It doesn't let you change your mind, unfortunately.
You can't hit the escape key or anything?
Yeah, it did. It let me change. It let me select a different structure. There we go. Okay. And yeah, I want to take that. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, then let's move into here. And now let's do what we've been wanting to do.
What was the
Okay.
building bonus?
For which? Oh, where was it?
Building
If you
adjacent to
Building
lakes.
but you can only have one building next. Like if I build a building next to the same lake, it doesn't count, right?
Each lake is only counted once.
Each lake
Each
is only
lake
counted
is only
once.
counted once, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And you get the bonus even if you don't control the hex, is that right?
Yes, the
Your
bonus.
building is your building regardless.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
All right. I think it's the end of my turn. Oh. Oh, I can do a deploy mech. Can I do a deploy mech? No, I can't.
Hmm. All right, your turn, Chip.
Did like that clank of the oil can.
Your turn.
Oh, I was sitting here asking you guys a question and I was on mute. I've forgotten. Do you guys remember? Do the enlist on the bottom row actions across the different boards?
Mm-hmm.
Are the enlistments tied to different actions? I'm sorry, I said enlistments. I guess they're called leaders or whatever. The recruits. The recruits, are they tied to different actions on each board? I bet they are.
Yeah, I think so, because each board represents a different philosophy or whatever.
So do I select? Do I just keep it green and then hit end recruit? Oh, accept. So you can take any of the bonuses. Okay. Okay. And now end turn. Okay. Man, I apologize for having such long turns, but honestly, I have to be frank. It's not because I'm sitting here with brain, analysis paralysis. It's because I'm trying to figure out the UI.
I know it's been actually a little difficult, this UI. I think I got the hang of it now, so I don't feel too bad. So I think if I do this correctly now, which I'm hoping I do a move. I got to make sure this is not going to backfire in my face. Hey, when I finish moving and it offloads my workers, can I then move a worker as well afterwards?
My understanding is you can pick them up and drop them off anywhere.
Yeah,
That's right. But I use one move to move them with the mech, and then I drop them off somewhere, but I want to move them one more space. Am I going to be able to do that, or will this be another mistake?
It's a second move.
Yeah.
If you move that worker to another...
Since they've moved already with the mech, can they take a second move? You can't move the same mech twice.
Yes, they can, because you're not moving the worker.
Exactly.
You're moving the mech.
All right, we'll go for it. I think we'll go for it. Or do I want to do it a different way? Yeah, I think we'll do it differently. Let's do it. Yeah, let's just do it. What happened to my move?
What are you asking?
I can't seem to move.
Is it waiting for you to do something?
No, it's letting me take my second action. It's like I can spend the wood now, but I can't actually move.
You can't. It's not letting you do the move action.
Maybe I mishit something?
There isn't a hex limit, is there? Is there a limit to the number of pieces in a hex?
So basically, I could not move. I must have mishit something, and nothing moved. Oh, what a waste.
You can't hit the escape key or anything?
Nope. And I need to make that move to do the build underneath it, so what a waste of a turn. I can't do anything. Done. End turn. Won't even be able to do it next turn. Piece of shit.
see.
Software.
Digital. I'm Googling to see
You'll
if
have
there's
to,
like an
what is
undo.
that? Bleep that out on your stream.
Okay, wait. There's a trick to this. You have to completely finish the action turn, then you can undo it. Hit end turn, and then the undo arrow should be available.
Where's the undo arrow?
Um,
It already says enemy turn.
It says it's
upper right
Interesting.
corner of the screen near the menu button, you can see the undo. Oh, that's a little arrow. Whoops. No, that's not arrow.
Where?
That's, oh, it's only in single player.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't know what happened. I hit move, and the next thing I know, it's completed the moves, and I didn't move anybody. And I needed the move to actually do the build.
Okay, so you
I
finished.
couldn't even take the second action.
So you finished your turn. Is it in the? Check in the top right, just in case there's any.
There's
Option.
nothing in the top right other than it's waiting on Nordic now.
Chip is the host, right?
I am the host.
Maybe go to options, Chip, just to see. I suspect it's just not available in multiplayer.
I think it's not.
Yeah. So this is something that could work in single player, but
That really sucked. And I can't even do the move next turn because I just used it this turn. That's a really, really painful experience.
yeah.
I think before you end your turn, you should be able to undo on your turn.
Yeah.
It makes no sense if you can't do that.
I think the problem is the encounter. Right? If there's an encounter, then you can never undo, or you shouldn't be able to undo,
I can
Agree.
see that one, but yeah.
because otherwise you could
On
choose
a
not.
move, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Which now means I can't do what I want to do on my next turn. I gotta just pick something random next turn so I can go back to that move action. Oh, man.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
So when I was looking at the options, I noticed that you can add the power and popularity tracks around the map. I don't know if you noticed that. I just turned them on.
Wow. I think, Chip, you're getting beaten badly.
Is he?
I think so. I want to see how combat works. Is something happening in combat now, or what's going on? I don't
Yeah.
see
So
anything.
we have a screen.
Okay. So you guys are selecting your wheel and you're putting your card.
Yeah.
What happens with the trap?
I think after this combat's over,
It already happened. Actually,
did it?
I lost 3 power.
Okay. So now I have to choose.
Ooh, I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, so
Oh, wow.
it was 11
Nordic
versus
victory.
7. And I've entered the factory.
Star. That's your first star. Good job.
Cool. And there you go. It is your turn, Chip.
Do we only get 1 star for the objectives, or can we get 2 stars, 1 for each objective?
No, you can only do one objective.
You can only do 1. Okay.
Unless you're white or some faction.
Okay. And now it's me. Okay. So I want to do this. I think that's it. Yeah, I love this game.
So is there an undo? Does anybody see?
No, I didn't see one.
Not for multiplayer. Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay, that was quick.
Sorry, Chip, what'd you say?
Richard asked if it was his turn.
It is. I think.
It is.
Hmm. Oh. Yeah, that was a little short-sighted. Okay. I didn't realize I unlocked the cost of 1 power, so I should have saved 1 power, so I could produce. Hmm. Oh no, that's dagnabbit.
You wascally wabbit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I clicked the wrong top action. Oh well, okay.
See, and doesn't it not make sense that you can't take it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean definitely like at this point I haven't done
Like a
anything.
back arrow or something somewhere. Control Z.
Yeah. Okay. That makes me a little bit sad. now I
Hey,
feel like...
we're all in the same boat. We've all done it here.
Oh my gosh. Man.
Trust me.
So I actually just received the Root Mechanical expansion, I guess the mechanical bots. So one of the issues I find with Root is when you're playing like 2 people, you really do need, it does play better with more. So I figure playing with one of the mechanical ones might be interesting.
That's interesting because I saw the mechanical bots in the board game simulator or tabletop simulator. I assumed that was just some sort of scripting somebody had done. I didn't realize it was actually like an expansion.
No, it's the bots were interesting. They had an original that came with the game with the mechanical marquise, and it played okay, but it didn't play well. And people went nuts with the mechanical ones, and they built. I mean, it was basically built by the community. They built all of them into really good bots, and the designer took them in and basically refined them, and then released them.
Man. Once you there's no backing out of something.
No.
This is hardcore mode.
Yeah, I didn't want to actually move there, but okay.
You're there now.
Yeah, I'm there now. Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna see what happens now. It'll allow me to move units this time. I'm gonna click on the unit. I want to load him up. Okay, and then I want to move him to, whoops. As he slowly moves, just wasting my time. All right, and then theoretically now I should be able to move one of these guys, which I can. Excellent. Now I can do my build action. Oh shit, I can only carry 3 things with my bot. Oh no! Do I not have 3 anymore? No, I had 3. Oh, there's my other wood. Oh, thank God.
All right.
I've been wanting to play Black Rose Wars. I don't know if it's on Tabletop Simulator or not, but I backed it and I'm hopeful that That's me. Okay.
Looks cool.
So what games are you guys? I'm looking for another game. I'm always looking for another game. It's like an addiction. So what are you?
Yeah.
What's on your radar or things that you've been wanting to get that you haven't gotten?
Oh man.
So I did get War Game. That will go on my trade list very soon. We'll get 2 more plays in of it, but I can't see myself playing that long term.
What I've been really excited about is Unsettled.
Unsettled. I haven't even heard of that one.
Yeah.
Was that a Kickstarter or is it something that's already out?
It was a Kickstarter.
Okay.
Yeah. So
When does it deliver?
Let's see.
And why were you excited about it?
Number one, I like space games. So this is like a explore a planet game, and each expansion was like a different planet. I watched the video, it made me excited. It's from the same makers as Vindication.
I have Vindication. That's at a 7.5 for me. So it's
Okay.
on the edge of leaving my collection, but every time we play it, we like it. So it's staying in the collection. 7 leaves my collection, 8 stays, 7.5, it's like on the border. I've enjoyed Vindication every time I play it, and that's why I can't seem to get rid of it. But every time I think about it, I'm like, what's so good about the game though, right? And I don't know what it is.
I feel like it's the only, or one. I mean, it's definitely the only Euro RPG that I've played. I think.
Vindication, you're saying?
Yeah.
Do you really count it as an RPG though?
Well, I mean, you're leveling up your character. You've got a variety of different things and attributes and stuff to do. I don't know. I feel like it's among the closest that a Euro is going to get.
Might be. I mean, I see exactly what you're saying in terms of like what happens. And that's maybe why I like the game. The only thing is I don't feel, how do I put this? It kind of doesn't feel like you're leveling up your character and doing stuff like that, if you know what I mean. It's do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, like,
you do, but it's a little bit more abstracted, if that makes sense.
yeah, it's almost too abstracted. That I could see that. The delivery date on Unsettled is October 2020, so it's not too far away. D6 was a heck of a lot of fun. I really enjoyed D6. It's what I liked about D6 was it's a competitive. Well, number one, you can play it competitive, cooperative, or team based. And my favorite format for any game is team based. I just love it the most because you get this aspect of working together with somebody else, but it's still competitive. You're still trying to beat the other people. But what I liked about D6 was that the people in my group that normally play passively and prefer cooperative games, or I don't even know if they prefer cooperative games, but they don't prefer to play attacking people. So they would rather, in general, play games where they're just trying to get the best score they can get and not worry about, is somebody going to attack them or are they going to have to attack people? D6 is kind of like that. Like you can screw people a little bit, but it gives you this abstraction layer of like everybody's like the DM. And that component.
That's D6, you're
That's
saying?
D6, yeah.
Ooh, I'll have to look into that one. So what is the gameplay actually like?
Each person chooses a class and character, And
Okay.
on your turn, and there's only like 6 turns, so the game is pretty fast. On your turn, you have 3 actions, and generally you move out from the village into the wilds, and you want to not fight the monsters that are random and focus on monsters that there's bounties for. And ultimately, each monster that matches a bounty, you earn those points. Those fill up your backpack, and then you can go back to the village to claim the bounties. And that's kind of like the cycle. You pick up like magic items and stuff like that, but they're all like one use. And you level up your character, you level up your stats. You actually start the game by rolling the stats for your character, which is kind of cool. If you roll a d6 4 times, and you assign those stats to your attributes. If you roll lower than 4, you get a gold coin. And if you roll 4, 5, or 6, then I mean you're pretty.
I'm gonna have to look at D6. You guys have to see the game I built. It is a role-playing game, and you do roll for attributes to start the game and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
It's you, Richard.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm distracting him, so he makes bad moves.
No problem. I was just making sure he knew. So your question, is it about, because I've got a lot of games that have been around a long time that I've never played that I'm also excited about. So I have a combo of, I never played Tricarion, but I always wanted to, and I have it up. I got the last Kickstarter that they did, and I've been wanting to sit down and play it. And
my son really likes Tricarion, and we play that probably once a month at least.
Oh, really?
But
okay.
every time we play it, because of how complex the game is in terms of you have to remember everything, it's a little bit of learning every time.
Similar to Cerebria?
No, Cerebria I don't have to relearn. I love Cerebria.
Oh, really? Okay. So I figured the complexity of Cerebria was on the same level, but it's not quite as bad.
I think it's different. I think with Cerebria, you sort of remember how to play. And yeah, you got to kind of relearn it, but once it comes back to you much quicker. I find for whatever reason with Tricarion, even though it's a worker placement game and everything, because I think a lot of it has more iconography, that's, I think, part of the issue.
Okay. And then Anachrony with the new, when they deliver, but I think all of that's on tabletop also.
So Anachrony I played, that was like a 7 for me as well. I've played it I think twice or 3 times at this point. I like the game. I'll play it anytime somebody wants to play it, but it's not a game I would own. The moving in time concept, it's the same thing as taking a loan basically. And I don't know why it didn't click with me. But it is a beautiful game. Like my favorite worker placement game is got to be Caverna.
Oh, really? Okay.
I like Caverna.
Yeah.
I haven't played Caverna. Have you played Viticulture?
I played Viticulture and I like that game as well. I own it. I actually bought it after playing it a couple times because I really liked it. I thought I could get my family to play. I'm not sure I can get them to play, so it might go on my trade list as well.
Let me see. What am I stuck in here? I clicked.
I feel like I have quite a few games that I just can't. I can't get my groups to play, so I might as well get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that happened with me with Batman, Gotham City Chronicles.
Oh, really? The one with all the cool minis?
I went all in that. I love Batman. I played it with my group like 2 or 3 times. Nobody liked it. I could not get my kids to play it. My kids didn't like it. I was like, all right, it's got to go. I mean, I love the game. I would play it. I would continue to play it, but nobody will play it with me. Family or friends. Nobody likes the game.
I can't get anybody to play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cooperative game.
Yeah.
Every time I bring it up, even people who like Ninja Turtles, they're like, no. And they just find convenient excuses not to show up. And I'm like, okay, literally everybody canceled the last 4 times that I even talked about it. There's something about this game that they won't say that they refuse to play it, but they refuse to play it.
My little brother backed a Kickstarter for Gotham City Chronicles, and he's a very big fan of the game too. He also did Alien versus Predator, which I think he liked. Let's see. I think I've done everything. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss something. Every time I'm over here ready to click end turn, I'm afraid to do it.
My group has a very poor track record with franchise games. They typically do not want to play them.
I'm also, like I said, I mentioned Black Rose Wars. I've been excited about it. I do want to jump on that. Let's see. What else have I... I've already told you guys...
It screwed me again.
No move action?
I did not want to do that. I wanted to actually gain 2 resources, and it didn't let me do that. Unless I mishit something somehow.
So, I mean, I know for me, isn't there a confirm button though? Like how?
I don't know what happened. I just suck.
I know I accidentally, almost I almost choose something several times, and it was like, oh, you don't actually have the resource to pay for this. Your turn's gonna be wasted, and I still almost clicked past it, like because I just had a habit.
Yeah, I must have mishit something. I wanted to actually get 2 resources that I actually needed, and that didn't happen. Now my next turn is not going to work the way it's supposed to either.
Let's see.
So how can I fix that now?
And I backed Cthulhu Death May Die, but I have yet to be able to sit down and play it. And everybody that plays it seems to love it, so I'm kind of excited about it. I've already told you guys about Kemet, and I did get Cyclades or Cyclades.
Yeah.
And of course Innis. Those 3, I watched them, and they look, in their own way, they look very fun to me.
I like Kemet again. Again, it was like probably around a 7 for me. It ended up getting traded. I liked it, but there were other kind of area. It felt very much like give and take. Very. I mean, it's a good game. I can't fault it. There's just other games I would rather play. Inish I kept because I really like the multiple win conditions, and it is pretty unique in the way it plays. I haven't played Cyclades yet. Cyclades. I really want to play that game.
And I was real excited about Hyperspace. But
I see how the transport window works. I didn't know. That's fine.
What'd you say?
I didn't know how the transport button works, but now I do. So, okay. I had an empty mech.
I'm excited for Tsukiyumi.
Tsukiyumi.
Full Moon Down. Like I said, I was a whole lot of excitement about Hyperspace, and you guys have allowed me to be able to kind of satiate that a little bit. I love that game. It's great.
Have you guys played Mythic Battles Pantheon?
I haven't played that one, but I've watched it, and then of course you've talked a lot about it.
It is my favorite, by far my favorite tactical combat game like ever.
Does it play quick, or is it?
Yeah, you can play. The biggest thing is the selecting your characters, which is half the fun, and that can take a while. But the actual gameplay can be done in under 30 minutes. Like if you have a quick game, it'll be 30 minutes. It can go an hour.
Okay.
Usually doesn't go more than that. But you spend time sort of drafting, and that's what takes about a lot of time because you have to draft well.
So on mobile, I really enjoy when I play video games, which isn't very often, but I really enjoy tower defense games. And I've backed 2 different tower defense games on Kickstarter. One based off of my favorite tower defense mobile game, which is Kingdom Rush. And the second, Sandy Peterson's game, Dinosaur 1944.
Which just came out.
Yeah, I find it interesting that
Right?
there's 2 different tower defense board games coming out based off of the mobile platform style tower defense games. Both relatively around the same time.
Well, I would love to get you guys to play Mythic Battles Pantheon. I know they were building a digital version at some point. Can I take this action?
Well, I mean, Mythic Battles Pantheon is definitely in Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, that would be interesting. I don't want to do that though.
I'm also excited about Merchant's Cove. I think that looks pretty good. Asynchronous Euro or asymmetric, I guess is the term. And Glorantha, I still haven't got to play Glorantha. I've laid it all out and gone around and played a few factions, and all that. But I really want to get my hands dirty on that one. I'm way behind.
Your turn.
Okay. All right. I'm just bumbling around here. Bumbling around. We can't build more than one structure in the same hex, right?
Nope. I don't think you can only build one structure in a hex.
Okay. You just can't. You just cannot undo that.
You cannot undo.
Like, oops. I actually wanted to move him over here, not over there. Yeah.
This is like a high stakes Scythe tournament.
Okay. I back Wonderland's War. I thought that looked pretty good too. I do want to sit down and play Planet Apocalypse. Richard, you said you guys have played it a little?
No, we have it. I haven't opened it yet.
Okay.
Sunday we played.
That's how I met Mark.
What did we play?
I'm actually really excited for. I think Eternal Adversary.
Oh, Vindication. Yeah, Vindication we played. Eternal Adversary?
Yeah, I've been excited for Eternal Adversary, and that's a team-based game, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And you said I haven't played 8-Bit Attack yet, but you said it's pretty good.
It is a super fun little game. It's
Quick.
It could be quick. I don't think it'll be quick for you, Chip. It's a game where you have to I guess the fun and challenge of the game is trying to figure out the
All right,
the
push
exact
this down for combat.
Yeah, when you end your, because combat doesn't happen until the end of your movement. So you can keep doing like all your other movement if you had more movement to do or whatever.
I stole one of your cards, by the way.
Oh wow.
Enemy used artillery. I lose 2 power. Nice.
So with 8-Bit Attack, you have to choose which heroes you're going to bring to the bosses. You have to choose which bosses are going to fight which players, and then you have to choose which actions you take as a team. And it's a very collaborative kind of like team building kind of exercise. And I found it to be super fun to try to figure out, almost like a puzzle, each round,
in case of
how
a
to
tie,
survive.
do we know who wins? Tie goes the attacker.
Ties go to the attacker, apparently. That's what it says. I know I screwed myself last time. Yeah, do it, I guess. Do your thing.
Do I hit fight?
I think so. You win. I'm glad I spent that middle.
I'm not sure what's happening here. When do you get your...
Oh, I have to choose a retreat position. I'm sorry.
Oh. So I have an objective that says send one back as a warning, force an opponent's workers to retreat and still have at least 7 power, which I theoretically have done, right?
In theory.
So I should be able to complete that, which is why I kind of did the attack, and I can hit complete. All right, that was my move. And I think that's it, end turn.
All right.
Sorry, Richard. I've picked on you twice now.
No worries. How does the monument work? Oh, that's every time I use that activates, right? And your turn chip.
Okay, so how do I earn that trap? I guess I hit end move, I hope. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, Tagawa's on the board. Just in time for Mark to end it.
I can't end it.
You can't?
Can I? Am I
Oh, was
missing
that-
something?
No. I just figured you could.
I don't see how.
Normally 5 and 6 go pretty quick. I mean, once 5 hits, 6 is almost bam bam.
All right, I'm doing the upgrade for the first time. How does this work?
You have to click on the resource that you're going to spend.
No, I already spent my resources.
Oh, then you just click on one of the top level things, and then you click on the bottom.
All right, I think I did right.
Cool.
What do I have to do to get to the next level of hardness? Is it 8, 9?
I don't know.
It's over here on the.
I'll zoom out. You're saying it's somewhere on the board?
So you're currently you're orange, right?
Yeah, yellow, orange.
Yeah, whatever color that is. So right
Yep.
now you're at 7. You have to get to 13 to get to the third
Level
tier.
2?
No, the
No, I
third
just want
tier.
what's second tier?
You're on it. 7 is the second tier.
Oh yeah, baby, that's where I want to be.
So my mechs should be able to pick up and drop off, right?
They should, yes.
Why do I have grain over here with me? How did I get grain? Oh, I didn't realize that the exploration card would give me grain where I was. That was actually a little unexpected. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't realize I couldn't get my my bot into my area to pick up my my workers, which means I have to manually move them out. That's fine. I just didn't know.
The Riverwalk.
No. See, because because Mark sent 2 of my people home, and I needed to get them out of there. But
Oh, it won't let you put your mech in there?
yeah, I guess not. I mean, it kind of makes sense
So you have
because
to
it's not
move
really
the people out.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I just didn't know. So
The workers. Okay.
Okay, so how do I make sure that I pick up my people?
When you click your mech,
Yep.
you should see at the bottom of your screen where that blank space usually is, like things to move.
transport,
And at the very top, you can see little people. It was hard to see when you first see it, but you'll notice it now that we've told you.
Yeah, I see it. Great. All right. That's kind of a wasted turn, but that's okay. I learned how the interface works and stuff. So there you go. Your turn.
Hey, Richard, how do I see what you can cross?
Oh, Chip is the one who told us how to do that, and it's. I think if you click on your icon, you can click Riverwalk.
My icon.
In the top left, next to your stars.
Yeah.
You click that, and it should bring up a side panel, and then from there
Yeah, but I
you
want to see yours.
When you click Riverwalk, you only see mine.
I want to see yours. I want to see what. Can you walk across? I can't point out to you, but where can you walk to?
So Riverwalk shows you all the icons of all the factions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see my mechs in Riverwalk. I don't see all the factions though.
So mine showed the arrows and a bunch of faction images.
Let me see if what I'm seeing here. Oh, now I click Riverwalk. Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think that that's what it means.
Okay. I think that might be right. That's an interesting way to show it, but
Yeah.
okay.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you now.
Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the mute button. Where can I see, and like up along the top I can see my own, like how many mechs I have out, so on and so forth. Where can I look to see?
You just expand
the
those
other-
arrows.
You mean
There's an arrow to the right of your little scoreboard, and that expands out the other things.
There's a down arrow that shows you others, and then a right arrow that expands it to show everything.
down arrow? I only see the right arrow. I don't see the down arrow.
Right underneath your gold coins.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's totally mixing in with the map there. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now I have to pay. Where is it? Here it is. What am I supposed to click on? I'm messed up here. I want to do this one. Activate an overall bonus. Ah, okay. Jeez. So that's the one right there, right? Accept that. Wow. I can't get over how I'm feeling so clunky with this.
That would be my turn, right?
That's it.
So I'm going to move. Didn't do much.
Should have probably looked for combat. And that's what I should have done. I should have moved it one more. Ah! Richard, I should have went after you right here.
Yep.
I think I can move across that. I forgot I can move across to farms. I believe that's my river walk. And I just asked you that too. No, yes, that's my river walk. Okay. Well.
And your turn, Chip.
Okay.
So Richard, you're at tier 3 with the hearts, right?
Oh, I don't know how to see.
I don't know how to see either.
So,
Trying to look at the top. Chip says he knows how to see where you are on the track.
No, I just put out the tracks.
How did you put out the tracks?
If you zoom out and look at the whole
I've
board.
zoomed out. I don't see the tracks.
Oh, well, then maybe you have to, each one of us has to turn it on in options then. I thought whenever I turned it on for everybody.
Ah, options. All right, let me go look. Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay. And then I put that guy down.
Oh, I can see the track now. Oh yeah, you're way into tier 3.
Richard is, yeah.
Yeah.
how do you see the track?
Go into options.
And you turn the track on.
It basically just like on the normal physical board where you have the tracks, it just puts them out on the border, like very similar.
So I know where the track should be. Oh, there's game
So
end. Good job,
Well,
Mark.
yeah, good job. You overcame the interface.
Well, we'll see who scores the highest.
Oh, you won.
It's definitely not me.
Yeah, I made some critical mistakes of literally the last 4 rounds because I didn't yeah, I just didn't understand what it was telling me.
Yeah, I totally didn't. Totally.
Are you guys tied?
Yeah, that's not good.
And you almost doubled our. And I'm so glad that you screwed up all those turns, Mark. Otherwise, it'd have been so much worse.
I don't know about that. I would have done it differently. I wonder if screwing up maybe go a different track.
Yeah, it'll take me a while to get used. I mean, I'm halfway there, I guess, but a couple more games. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like what's here.
So I don't love the interface, to be honest with you.
Well, I think an undo or a back
Yeah.
out or whatever arrow on some of the little, not on everything, of course, but on the things that you should be able to say, oh, I don't want to move there. I decided I want to move over here instead.
Yeah,
Would go a
I
long
would,
way.
I'd also like to see the board, like your player board, like all the stuff on it. Like there should be a way to see your board.
Yeah, I'm curious if there is or isn't some way to see that stuff, because it just seems
Might be.
like it would be found just fundamental. Like you should know. And I never saw which of the sideboards I even had. Like what was the name of it? Just
I
like
didn't know either.
right, just like your faction is a particular type, the sideboards have a particular type, and it's part of like the lore of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, everyone, it's super late. I'm gonna close it.
All right.
Super late for you. It's 12:30 my time. Not late for you guys.
I know.
Good night.